chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And running with power here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Right away, they'll change the look. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Stop. 70 rings. 60, 18. Come 19. Come 19. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Open man downfield is Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70.
To throw is RG3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Got 50, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Griffin. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
19 Lions, 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
It looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Griffin to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. RG3. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Ready, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Griffin. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Ready, Dragon 60, 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 light.
Now it's Griffin. That'll be caught by Rice. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerry Rice, 37 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's caught. It's the NFL's all-time leading receiver, Jerry Rice. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jerry Rice, 64 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
The Jaguars will line up.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Jaguars 8.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Broncos. Trap 60. Trap Warriors 70.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And this is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go. 18 left, 19 right. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
19. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Pioneer.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now
Third and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it. But the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 65 to 18 Cardinals.
Griffin. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Liking 18. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready? Warriors 70. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Here's Griffin. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
On the 6.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Vikings.
60 Vikings. 60
First
Vikings.
and 10 at the
18
29-yard
Cardinals.
line.
18 Cardinals. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, Griffin. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 10.
Panther 60. Panther
First
60.
down, Vikings.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
15-yard line.
60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now it's Griffin. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Griffin. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down goal at the 5-yard line.
19, Bronco leading.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerry Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
70, Timberwolves. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Jackson now. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open there, right side is Cup, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, down at the 31. Again, Jackson completes this one to Thornton. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10.
Jackson.
16-yard line.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cooper Kupp, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw is RG3. Will get this into the hands of Mostert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On the jump. Let's go. 60 Vikings. 60
Now they'll change things up. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. Left 6. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79. Turn 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's Griffin. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Dragon 60. Corey. 18. Pioneers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
DC, right. Ready. Right shot. Right shot. Hey, sorry,
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Short throw caught by Bowers. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jackson. That's to Bowers once again. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
10 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Jackson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Inside give to Dickerson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's first and goal. They'll try to run for it here with Dickerson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go. Cowboy, Cowboy Lions.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Now RG3. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. This is first and 10. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Vikings
fly, so don't blink twice.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's who's who, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too, and it goes like.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise. It does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The Jaguars.
First and 10 now from the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Come on.
Daniels starts with a pass. To the left side in the hands of Wright. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
70.
That's good for a Jaguars.
79 Broncos.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. It is brought in the end zone. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
To his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That one's good for 29.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the run to the right. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple. He'll run. It's Davis. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
70 Timberwolves. 10 18.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And the Jaguars first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Bowers. And he will. We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tackle there by Will Anderson. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Here we go, set. Back to 60, 60, now, come 19, come 19.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he broke through the initial contact. Winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
It's now second and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Ready, set. Mustang 19. Ready.
Right to the air goes Daniels. Forced to his right. And down to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on second down. Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Come on.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Okay, ready.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Jags first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Open man, that's Dante Fortin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Jacksonville. After this timeout.
Let's go now. Ready.
On second down, it's Daniel. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jerry Rice. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Connects with Cup on the slant. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Ethan Evans.
So it's 4th down. Punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniel. This one, a deep shot for Rice. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it up to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Viking 18.
On 1st down, Daniel. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Kevin Byron, Panther 11.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Daniels now on 1st down. That's caught right side by Thornton. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He runs with it.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
That's into the hands of Thornton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Daniel. That one on target to Cup. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Daniels. got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Jacksonville. Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Now an opening as the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
19 seconds, 19 seconds. Ready? 60 by 6.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go right back to Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
57-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
Back to throw.
3rd and 4.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Seattle.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 16 yards. First down,
So,
Seahawks.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. 4th quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Jaguars.
They'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Throwing now from the gun. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Daniels. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they will finally run him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, that's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
Oh! And he will get into the end zone. Cooper, Cup, touchdown, Jacksonville. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead.
Seahawks 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. And he is going
I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up.
On the banks of the St. John's here in downtown Jacksonville. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is... And right away, he lost the football. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw is RG3. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 49 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Griffin. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's RG3. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Up the middle, here's Taylor. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Second down and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the
19.
8-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Griffin to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Njoku, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A beautiful fake. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Daniels. That's caught. It's the NFL's all-time leading receiver, Jerry Rice. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Cardinal.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Now Daniels fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10. Griffin. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Griffin. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now it's Griffin. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A gain of 15.
Once again, Griffin. Finding Njoku along the sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Gets around him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
To throw is Daniels. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 20-30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Griffin. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Running left, Taylor. Down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jonathan Taylor, 39 yards. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, some momentum, they were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A gain of 12 yards.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
4 more yards. That's another first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Slant around, and he finds Thornton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
That's another Jaguars first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
Everybody's got a song called Rock Star, running up the pop charts. All they do. I've been Houdini with my commas. My mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu. But everybody's got a song called Rock Star. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like...
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth. And joining me as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here. And both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Gain of 15 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Hampton on second. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. This is caught downfield by Rice. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the UT. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Seven Pirates.
On the red zone now. Throws caught. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This is Allen to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Hampton, open and drive. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Rondé Ganson the second. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. That one's nabbed by Allen. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hampton gets it out of his own read. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 44.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. About to begin the 2nd here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. Working inside the red zone. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And this one does not go far.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if you wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels has a man on target to Thornton. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Daniels on 1st down. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To the air again, Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
19.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down and goal.
18 Cardinals.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
First down, here's Lamar. On and quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
Backed up in the end zone, Jackson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamal Adams with the INT. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation. You know, and you'll hear coaches say this, Kate. You got to play fast, but never in a hurry. He was hurried right there, and it certainly led to the INT.
Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to the line fast.
19 tight. 19 tight.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now Daniels to throw. That's on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Working quickly here. In the red zone on first. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This is Allen to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Jackson. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offensive frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No, we changed it.
You put a receiver in motion left. He'll throw it. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. Chased out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Jaguars are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, you're going to halftime with a double-digit lead. Your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Daniels. Hits his running back. He's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Daniels back to throw. Completed to his running back. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
In the red zone now. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This is Allen to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with Hampton. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from the defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop them up.
They've been doing it.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. First down throw for Jackson. Dumps it off to his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
And again, it's Jackson. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Forced out to his right. Connects with Adams again. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He goes to the hurry up here. To kick the running back in motion. Jackson's going to throw again. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. Looking quickly, trying to get set. From the gun, Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Here he goes, third and long. Connects on the crosser. Has room into the secondary. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
This is caught. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the two-point conversion. Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. And this is covered by the Jaguars. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail.
It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars stretch their lead on the final play of the third. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
So we're through 3 here. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This is Allen to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. This is cut downfield by Allen. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They get 27 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Jaguars get it back.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way.
With all they friends and we get active, yeah, don't we
my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me rap, you get your talking out my face. It's in my
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
The first carry now for Reggie Bush. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that would going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive.
On the jump. 18, Pioneer. Here we go, here we go.
Now Daniels. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for the Jaguars.
Here's Daniels. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Here's a diving catch right side. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bills.
That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Captain. Olay. Go. Bombers.
Now it's Nix. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Burks. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Daniels looking to throw. Going up top for Cup. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cooper Kupp, 56 yards. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw is Nix. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Nix. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. John Randall dropping the hammer. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, here's Nix. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
He's got it with the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bills. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Already good with the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. To throw is Daniels. Downfield and caught by Thornton. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Thornton, 43 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Shoves him aside. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's a touchdown.
Dante Thornton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars